Please share your way through life. Remix by Sierra Ward. Rome wasn't built in a day. Value, patience. But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. Romans 8:25. Growth takes time. In a world that pushes us to rush, patience is your quiet strength. It teaches you how to show up step by step, even when you don't see results yet. This chapter is a reminder that lasting change isn't built overnight. It's built slowly, through consistency, faith, and trust. Every small step matters. Every slow season has a purpose. And when you lean into patience, you allow life to unfold the way it was always meant to. The journey, not the destination. I used to believe that if I followed the plan, checked all the boxes, and worked hard enough, I'd arrive at success, healing, or happiness quickly and efficiently, like it was a destination I could GPS my way to. But life doesn't come with step-by-step instructions or a one-size-fits-all timeline. I had to learn over and over again that life is not linear, growth is not overnight, healing is not instant. We want results. We want the outcome. We want to know if we do A, B, and C, we'll get to D. But life doesn't work that way. I used to think that if I did everything right, peace would just show up. But peace isn't a package that gets delivered. It's a process. It's something that's built little by little, moment by moment. I've seen this play out with so many of my clients too. They come to therapy ready to fix themselves. They're tired, they're hurting, and they want answers. And I get that because I've been there. But healing isn't a quick fix. It's a journey that invites us to slow down, to sit with ourselves, and to do the inner work, even when we can't see immediate results. There was a time in my life when I wanted to speed through everything, the pain, the lessons, the waiting. I thought if I could just push hard enough, I could bypass the process. But the truth, the process is the point. And honestly, learning to be patient with myself, especially when things felt slow or messy, became my biggest act of love. Not just self-love, but the kind of love that reflects how God sees me, worthy even in waiting. And honestly, learning to be patient with myself, especially when things felt slow or messy, became my biggest act of love. Not just self-love, but the kind of love that reflects how God sees me, worthy even in the waiting. I had to believe that I wasn't only loved when I was productive or successful. I was loved simply because I'm here. It wasn't until I started embracing the journey, the messy, unpredictable, often uncomfortable road, that I began to truly transform. Each twist, each delay, each reroute taught me something I would have missed had I arrived too quickly. I had to learn to trust myself, to find peace in the unknown, and to know that steady growth is still growth. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are you. We are all works in progress. Our lives aren't meant to unfold in a straight line. They unfold in seasons, in layers, in divine timing. What you're building, your healing, your purpose, your joy, is being constructed with care. Just because you can't see the full picture yet doesn't mean you're not making progress. So don't rush the process. Give yourself permission to grow slowly, to rest, to change your mind, to get it wrong and try again. You are not behind. You are not late. You are learning, becoming, evolving exactly as you should be. Healing, success, and peace aren't waiting for you at some finish line. They're found in every choice you make to keep going, to keep showing up, to keep building, one brick, one breakthrough, and one breath at a time. Brick by brick, the reality of building something that lasts. When you're working towards something meaningful, your healing, your business, your identity. It can feel frustrating when progress is slow. You give it your all, and yet the results don't come fast enough. That's when discouragement creeps in. But that's exactly where this cliche speaks true. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are you. Anything worth having takes time to build. There's no microwave for emotional maturity, no fast forward button for self awareness, no overnight shipping for deep peace. True growth is laid brick by brick through consistent, intentional work. We live in a world that idolizes speed and instant gratification, but quick fixes rarely last. Real transformation isn't loud, it's steady, it's patient, and it's built to withstand whatever comes next. The myth of instant success. I've chased the illusion of overnight success. I've invested in skills, tried new ventures, and prayed for breakthroughs that would come fast and fix everything. But that's not how lasting impact works. That's not how real healing happens. In a culture where everything is fast, from food to fame, it's easy to feel like slow progress means you're doing something wrong. But that's a lie. Quick isn't always better. And just like microwave meals don't compare to a home cooked meal with love, real growth takes time. The strongest things in life, relationship, purpose, identity, aren't rushed. They're built. Your blueprint for Rome. If I could give you one piece of truth, it would be this. There's no universal timeline. Your growth doesn't need to match anyone else's. Take your time, honor your pace, and know that every small step is sacred. The wisdom in this cliche reminds us that slow is not a setback, it's a strategy. You don't have to sprint to win, just keep laying bricks. Remember the story of the tortoise in the air. Building a solid foundation. A strong life, just like a strong structure, is built with intention. If you rush the process or try to skip steps, the foundation won't hold when life gets heavy. But if you build with care, with truth, and with purpose, what you create will last. Stop looking for quick fixes and start focusing on lasting foundations. Reflect on what truly matters. Be willing to go deep. Choose growth over shortcuts. That's how you build your Rome. Practical steps to building your Rome. 1. Define your Rome. What does healing, success, or peace look like for you? Write it down. Make it personal. 2. Embrace the journey. Progress isn't always visible, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Celebrate the small wins. 3. Release the blueprint myth. There's no perfect path. Trust the one you're creating as you go. 4. Practice patience. When things feel slow, remind yourself, anything worth building takes time. 5. Stay rooted. Build from your values, not from pressure. Consistency will always outperform speed. Conclusion. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are you. This isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about learning to honor the process. I could have kept pushing down a path I knew God didn't call me to. I could still be working that government job, building a version of Rome that was never meant for me. But I surrendered, and I let God lead me. The truth is, you're already building something sacred. Every step, every setback, every moment of clarity, it's all part of the foundation. You may not see it yet, but brick by brick, you're creating something real, something lasting, something that looks like you. So give yourself grace. Keep going. Your Rome is rising, slowly, steadily, beautifully. And the more you trust that it doesn't have to happen fast to be real, the more peace you'll feel while it's being built. R&R, remix and reflect. Value patience. Before you move forward, take a moment to honor how far you've come, even if it doesn't look like progress yet. Remix this truth. You're not behind. You're just building something that lasts. Patience isn't a delay. It's your foundation. Reflect on this. 1. Where in your life have you been rushing the process instead of trusting it? 2. What does your room look like? What are you trying to build slowly and intentionally? 3. How can you show yourself more grace while you're still in progress? Truth to take with you. Just because it's slow doesn't mean it's stuck. Brick by brick, breath by breath, you're building something sacred. Try this. This week, when you feel frustrated by timing, whisper this to yourself. Steady is still strong. Let that truth carry you through the pauses. The will to build, the way to peace. Once your foundation is laid, the next step is activating your will, choosing to keep showing up, keep believing, and keep pushing forward.